Hello, everyone. Welcome back to part number 6, I think, of Life and Death. In today's episode, I am going to be giving you the storyline of Alicia. Alicia is Casey's sister, and she is the lesbian, the one that is just having all of these issues with her father right now. This is Alicia. Now, while Alicia's going around doing her little things, I am going to tell you guys about the tea that's happening in Alicia's household, okay? So, Alicia got married to a woman. Her father obviously does not like this situation. He's strongly against it. He was raised with these beliefs, the belief that only a man and a woman should be together. There should not be a man and a man together, and there should not be a woman and a woman together. These are controversial topics that are existing in the world today. It is not to say that I believe in these. This is just how I choose to play the game because these things do happen in real life. So it does not signify a belief of mine. It is just a choice of play. Just want to put that out there in case anybody thinks I am being homophobic or whatever. It is just a choice of play. There are going to be, let me just state, there are going to be certain topics in this Let's Play that some people might not like. Like, for instance, Casey's wife does not like Rocky's kid, and that's okay. There's people out there that just don't like another person's kid. So, these things happen, and this is what storytelling is all about. It's about telling a story even though there are harsh truths that may exist within that storyline. So Alicia thinks she's living the most perfect life, and even though her father has convinced or tried to convince her that the woman that she's with, being Rhea, she's telling her that Rhea is kind of like a gigolo or like a hoe. She's telling her that like Rhea does not seem like an honest, consistent person. Alicia doesn't want to hear it. Alicia's just like, Dad, I am sick and tired of you always just getting into my business. I am sick and tired of you always trying to push your beliefs on me, and I really wish that you would stop doing that. Now, looking from the outside, Georgia is seeing all of this, and Georgia is just like, sweetie, you probably should just let Alicia live her life. At this point, there's nothing much we can do. She's already married. We can't go back and tell her, like, divorce the chick. Like, just let her live her life. And whatever mistakes she makes, she's just gonna have to learn from them. The most we can do is love our child. But he's stuck in his old ways. He's just like, I don't like it, whatever, whatever. Rhea is just like, I don't like your dad. And the thing about it is, she's never met him because of the fact that Walter has always stated that this is not something that he believes in, and he does not want to meet her wife. So she's basically on her own. She does talk to her mom, don't get me wrong. She does have a relationship with her mom. But when it comes to her father, the relationship is just gone. He doesn't, and he wants to fix it, but he won't allow himself to walk over that barrier and just be like, okay, I accept you and your lifestyle. He doesn't want to do that. Now, Alicia thinks she's living the most perfect, wonderful, cozy life, but little does she know that Rhea is living a double life in her house. Now, her brother helped her to buy this apartment that she's living in. She's actually still renting this, but her brother kind of spotted her some of the money from the lottery to cope with all of this, right? And she's working as a teacher, so she's a teacher, and then Rhea is a barista. So Rhea is like, she's basically really good at her job at the local cafe. So she's really good at her job, and even though Alicia has constantly told her that maybe she needs to try and achieve for something better, she just thinks, I need to stay where I'm good at. And I think maybe there's a point where Alicia is starting to think that, like, Rhea is a little bit ambitionless. Like, she's just, oh, well, I'm good at this, so I'm going to stay where I'm good. And I think, this little book thing is actually kind of cool. It's like, it holds your book open. It's like a little, that is so cool. I'm sorry. I get so distracted sometimes. But anyways, I'm going to show you guys the tea that's going on. Let's open up relationships here so I can show you guys what's going on here in this little thing we got. Alicia is not the main character. I'm so sorry, but the main character is Arabella. Rhea met Arabella at a nightclub about a month ago. And her and Arabella have been meeting up, hooking up at a local motel ever since. Now she's been telling Alicia that she's picking up late shifts at the cafe, when in fact she's been meeting up with Arabella at the local motel for her little thrists. Okay. Now her and Arabella are literally in a relationship. They are in a relationship. In love with my best friend. However, Arabella feels as though they're not close enough. And the reason is Rhea is playing both Arabella and Alicia. Arabella asked Rhea to move in, and Rhea said no. Rhea said that she wasn't ready to make that kind of commitment. Arabella, mind you, Arabella doesn't know about Alicia. Alicia doesn't know about Arabella. So it's like some tea. Okay, everybody's life just has tea. And I'm trying to like, this is why I want to play with like each of the different families. Even though this is life and death, this is life and death. We are going to be focusing on every family here. So we're focusing on Alicia's story, we're going to be focusing on Casey's story, and we're going to be focusing on Georgia and Walter, which are our main characters. Georgia and Walter are our main characters, but I do want to fill you guys in. So this episode is going to be the storyline about Rhea and Alicia. So Rhea is in a relationship with Arabella. She's convinced Arabella that she's just not ready. Arabella keeps asking to come over. She keeps telling Arabella she's not ready for that. And Arabella is starting to get a little bit suspicious of things. Alicia, however, noticed that there's a lot of tension in her relationship between her and Rhea. As you can see, her relationship with Rhea is not as good as she thought it was. As you guys can see, they're sweethearts, they're steamy, but spouse, you know? And it's just like she's starting to notice that Rhea is growing a little distant. You know, Rhea is growing a little distant in the relationship, and things are crazy because Rhea is always starting a fight. And I think Rhea is kind of looking for a way out of the relationship because of the fact that she knows that, like, for instance, when she spoke to Arabella basically told her that her parents know that she's gay. Her parents are very open and welcoming and warm. And even though Rhea has convinced Alicia that she doesn't care about how Alicia's parents see her, it bothers her because she wants to be accepted, because her parents didn't accept her when she came out being gay, and so she wants to be accepted by the other person's parents. But she's now realizing that, hey, maybe I might stand a better chance with Arabella than I will with Alicia, because Alicia's parents don't really like me that much, but I think maybe I might stand a chance with Arabella. So she's going to pick a random fight with Alicia. And of course Alicia's just like confused because okay, that's not the kind of fight that I thought they were going to that wasn't the fight that I thought was going to go down. I was not, when I said fight, I thought okay, I think I misunderstood. This is too funny. What? And then y'all gonna hug after that? Okay, let's just play that off as Rhea is getting a little bit abusive. And she told her, like, she beat her ass, and now she's just like, babe, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do it. I'm never going to do it again. That kind of situation. Because what the fuck just happened? Like, I'm so confused. I am so confused right now. Like, I'm so sorry. I'm so confused. Okay, so obviously she's feeling very uncomfortable. She's nauseated. She is nauseated from the fact that she ended up in a fight with the person that she thought she was going to spend the rest of her life with. And of course, Rhea, I don't know, Rhea is triumphant from the fight. And now she's coming in here to compliment her appearance, and then she changed her mind. So she's just like, yeah, no, I'm not allowed to do that. Which, I This fight just kind of came off of left wing. When I clicked fight, initially I wanted them to argue. I completely forgot that when it's a fight, it's a fight. But the fact that fight is already there just means that there's some kind of pent up anger that she has towards Alicia, because I don't understand how fight was even an interaction already. Like, this must have been something she's wanted to do for a while. Now, maybe it's one of her traits. Let me kind of check because I don't remember what her traits are. She's romantic, she's a dog lover, she's ambitious, and she loves the outdoors. And then she's squeamish, she's paranoid, she's creative, and she's a quick learner. I think she gets the paranoia from her mom, and I think her brother has this exact same paranoia. Oh, she's throwing up. Okay, she's throwing up. Go clean the toilet, girl. You can't leave that like that. If you want to get a yeast infection from that, go clean that. Nasty. Okay, so she's gonna clean the toilet. Rhea, on the other hand, is just like, I don't want to be here today, so I'm going to leave. So she is going to go and she is going to spend some time with Arabella. So she's going to go ahead, she's going to ask to create a date, and she's going to go on a date with Arabella. And I feel really bad for Alicia because basically this is Alicia's story and I'm supposed to be focusing on Alicia, but I really want to also kind of focus on Rhea because in order for this storyline to thrive, we need to create the chaos, right? So she's going to go on a nice little romantic date. She's going with her and Arabella. Obviously, they're going to be romantic. They're going to be physical intimacy. There's going to be some woohoo. There's going to be some TV. And there's going to be a little bit of reminiscing, all right? And the location is going to be at Miss Lady's house. So she's going to Arabella's house for this lovely little date. So of course she's just like, "Oh babe, I gotta go. They called in. They called me and they're short staffed at the cafe. So I'm going to just head down there." She's like, "Okay, babe, I don't really feel too good. I'm a little nauseous, but I'll see you later when you get back home." Obviously, she's out here now. And here is Arabella. Let me show you guys what Arabella looks like. So this is Arabella. Pretty Arabella. She's actually very gorgeous. I love her. But oh god, I'm not shipping what's going on here, okay? I'm not agreeing with what's going on here, but they're going to go in here together. Obviously, because it's a storm that's happening outside, and imagine that. You would think that on your day off, on her day off, she'd want to spend her time with her wife, but she's instead spending it with her girlfriend. Okay, she must have pent up issues. She want to fight everybody. That's crazy. Anyways, she's gonna go ahead and she is going to be romantic, physical intimacy, and she's gonna come over here and give her a kiss. She's just like, "Oh hey babe, I know you wanted to spend time together, but I'm here now." And she's just like, "Why are you so sad?" And she's like, "I'm sad because I asked you to move in with me and you don't want to move in." And she's just gonna be like, "Babe, I told you, like, I'm just not ready for that yet. Like, can we just like enjoy the moment that we have together? Like, I come over here." She's like, "Well, I don't want to move in with you. Maybe you can move in with me. And she's not thinking, "Oh, look, oh, it's about to be some tea." She's not really thinking. She's just like, "Okay, you know what? You can have my apartment key, but only come over." Hold on, let me check when Alicia's working. "But please only come over. Please only you can come over every day of the week except on Saturday and Sunday, because that's when, like, I'm crazy at the cafe and I'm working. But you can come over anytime you want, just not on the weekends." And of course, Arabella is just like, "Oh, babe, thank you." She's not even seeing like the stupidity of this. She's just like, "Oh, babe, thank you. Like, I'm definitely gonna Oh, it's because it's neighborhood brawl day." I was just like, why is everybody wanting to fight? "I'm so happy that you came over during this storm because I'm so scared." Anyway, she's gonna profess her undying love to her. She's gonna tell her, like, "I love you, and it doesn't matter if I live with you or not. I just want you to know that. So don't be upset because I don't want to move in right now, because maybe things can change for us, you know? It's just what I'm feeling right now. I just don't think I'm ready to move in with someone. Like, I'm not ready yet, but you should know that I love you. And of course, Arabella's just like, but I thought you wanted to be with me. And she's like, I do want to be with you, Bug. I do want to be with you, but like, just give me some time and I'll think about it. And she's like, really? You're going to think about it? And she's like, yeah, I will. I'm going to think about it. She's like, cheer up. Cheer up. She's like, I know how I can cheer you up. So they're going to have a little woohoo sesh in the bed. She's just like, yeah, you don't want to cheer up? I'll show you how I can cheer you up. So of course they're gonna. I don't know what this light glitch is. This is like pissing me off sometimes, but what, we're just gonna ignore it. She's gonna have a little woohoo sesh with her boofine here. Basically, they're supposed to be talking about woohoo and reminiscing and everything, and I'm just doing my own thing over here. Is there a bar in this house? Because while they're doing that, I'd like to see if there's a bar in here that I can maybe have her come and grab a drink. I don't see a bar. I do not see a bar. And I don't want them to go outside because outside is wild. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. In terms of a bar, I remember in one of the packs we got, there was this little globe thingy. Here it is. And this is going to be the little bar that we're going to put in the living room here. And she's going to come downstairs and they are going to ponder exotic locales together. And then she's going to pour a nice Cimader cherry sap. Okay, that sounds nice. She's gonna have some of that. Look at them. They're both just laying down in bed. It is 11 o'clock in the morning. She's spending the entire day at her little girlfriend's house. Now, can y'all see why? Can y'all see why Alicia would be feeling the way she's feeling? Okay, so we're not going to spend the entire time with her. We just wanted to initiate the contact. I am going to go ahead and I am going to... Can I switch? I can't switch. I'm going to switch the control to Alicia. So we're leaving her there to do her thing and we're switching the control to Alicia. And obviously Alicia has had this fight with Rhea. And she's feeling a little bit alone right now because she was hoping that Rhea would kind of stay. She wanted to talk to Rhea about what was the problem, about why she was so angry and upset. But I think I don't know why my sim, like, her thighs do that. Like, the lighting just be shining through her thighs and whatnot. I think what I'm gonna do, and you guys let me know if the previous reshade was better or if you prefer this one. I don't know which one to use. Like, I'm so confused. I honestly love the brightly colored one that I use all the time. But I really want to be consistent reshade wise. So please just let me know in the comments down below what reshade you prefer seeing, okay? So I think I'm gonna have her go ahead and visit her mom and dad. Even though right now her mom and dad, they don't really want to have anything to do. Well, not they. I would very much like to say Walter is very disappointed with his daughter. But I guess maybe when he sees the black and blue eye that she's carrying around, that he will start to, you know, maybe he's not even at home. Who knows? But she really needs somebody to talk to right now. So she's going to go ahead and she's going to knock on the door and see if her mom and dad are here. And I love how in the last episode we had Maya come down here and now we have her coming to show up to irritate her mom. So she's gonna come over and she's gonna be like, Mom. And her mom is gonna be like, Oh, sweetie, you didn't tell me you were coming by today. And of course, she's just like, Oh, it was just spur of the moment. I just wanted to see how you were doing. And of course, she's going to say hi to her dad and she's going to give him a loving hug because even though he's acting the way he's acting, she loves her father very much. So she's going to go ahead and she's going to give him a nice loving hug. And she's just like, honey, what's going on? What brings you over today? She's managed to put on some good makeup to make her face look good, y'all. So the parents aren't really digging in and seeing the problem. But they're having a little bit of a conversation, and she's just like, Dad. And of course, her dad is like, Hey, baby girl, how are you doing? She's just like, Dad, look, I really wanna, you know what? Because I'm realizing that their relationship is not as messed up in the relationship panel, and I kind of need to mess shit up a little bit. So we're gonna put it at maybe negative 60, right? Because her and her dad, no, we don't want it to be that high. I think like maybe negative 20. So we're gonna run that. So they're at a negative right now, and I think she's gonna go ahead and she is going to she's gonna joke about his facial hair. She's gonna be like, "Oh, Dad, look at you. You have facial hair now. Like you used to be so against having a mustache and a beard. What happened?" And then she's laughing, and he's just like, "Baby girl, do I really look that bad with the facial hair? Like, do you really think it's that bad?" And she's like, "No, Dad, I support your facial hair. Why is it that I'm always getting the nice interactions and then they disappear?" So she's gonna be like, Dad, what is going on with this place? Like, it's so filthy and dirty. Like, I mean, come on now. Like, you guys can clean up around here a little bit. And he's just like, Baby girl, look, I am not I am not gonna argue with you about a dirty house when you have a lot of dirty laundry that you need to clear out of your closet. Anyway, she's gonna go ahead and apologize. She's gonna be like, you know what, Dad, I'm very sorry for like talking to you the way I did. It's just right now I'm going through a lot at home, and I don't know who to talk to. Like, I really just need somebody that I can talk to. Of course, her dad is just like, Baby girl, but you know you can talk to us. Like, you know you could talk to us. And she's like, Dad, you know why I don't talk to you. And then she's going to talk to him about healthy relationships. She's going to be like, Dad, I really needed you to be on my side. Like, it's very important for a daughter to have a healthy relationship with her dad. And I don't even have that with you. We are constantly arguing, seeing back to back, just arguments all the time. I really wanted you to at least meet Rhea. And of course, Dad is just like, I don't want to meet Rhea. Like, I don't want to meet her. I am not, baby girl. I do not agree with your relationship. Do you see me and your mother? Do you see how in love we are? I refuse to believe that you can be this in love with a woman. And she's like, oh, wait. I just saw educate just now. And I think that was a great interaction right there. She's going to educate him on positive romance dynamics. And basically, she's trying to tell him that romance is not about who you are with, but it's about how you connect with the person who you are with. So she's basically out here trying to teach her dad a thing or two and trying to hope that maybe whatever lesson it is that she's trying to teach him can kind of change his mind about some of the things that he feels about her. Obviously, every time she tries to talk to him about it, he is brushing it off, so it's just like he doesn't care. She's going to go ahead and try again, and then she's also going to go ahead and just kind of talk to her mom about pursuing her dream job. She's like, Mom, remember you said you wanted to open your own little shop selling like stuff that you knit all the time? Or what about the flower shop that you said you wanted? Maybe you should do that. And she's like, Baby girl, I appreciate your interest, but it's one of those days that I'd rather talk about something else, if you don't mind. And of course, she's just like, Oh, Mom, okay, I'm sorry. I just thought that, you're at home all the time. You'd want to pursue other avenues. She's like, Baby girl, I am not in a mood to talk about jobs right now. I just want to know that you are okay. And she's like, Mom, I'm okay. Well, why are you asking if I am okay? She's like, Cause baby girl, you don't look okay. I mean, how long do you think I've been on this earth? I've been here long enough, and I've been your mother long enough to know that you're not as okay as you think you are, or as you say you are. And right now, she doesn't. It's funny how she has a great connection with Walter, and she has a bad connection with. She has good compatibility with Walter, and she has bad compatibility with her mother. When that's not the storyline I want. Maybe, okay, because now this is contradicting my storyline. So now I have to turn the storyline around. Could it be that Georgia is the one that's causing them? Okay, maybe that's the situation because I need it. You see, and they just have a difficult situation. So I think we need to put this at maybe 60, and then with Georgia, we need to put it at like a negative 35, because the reason I'm saying this is because it seems like the game is trying to tell me that I'm pitting the wrong parent against the child. So let's just recap that storyline real quick. So the problem is not Walter. The problem is Georgia. Georgia does not agree with her daughter being with a daughter. Walter is the supportive dad, and he protects his baby girl, and he wants the best for his baby girl. And as you can see, she has bad compatibility with her mother. So it kind of runs the situation together. It also makes sense that she would have more of a negative compatibility with her mother than with her father, because her mom is a romance consultant, and so she tries to use the information that she's gained from her consulting. She's tried to push that on Alicia. So I think that's the storyline that we can do together. And basically I'm doing this with you guys so that you guys can see my creative process, and you can see like how I come up with the stories and like what my mind does when I'm doing a story. Because sometimes you start a story, you've written down your plans and what you want to do, and then the game starts to spit these things at you. No, I could go and just be like, oh, let me cheat this and whatnot. But I really like that the game kind of forces you to push yourself towards a different direction, and it kind of forces you to step out of that box that you normally play in, which I normally play in a certain box where my Sims never have negative traits and stuff like that. So this is all new for me, playing with like different traits that kind of make my Sims react in different ways. So of course she's going to go into the refrigerator and she's going to grab something to eat because she's a little bit hungry. And of course, like I said, her and her mother not seeing eye to eye, she's just like, okay, I'm gonna grab something to eat here. And dad is like, okay, you know what? I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have her pack it into a sack lunch and she's going to leave, because obviously she's had this argument with her mom, and she's just like, you know what? I don't feel like I can come here and like I want to have a conversation with my mother, but I can't. I can't. And even though my dad is my support system, you think my mom would try to be a little bit more supportive. So that's the storyline. That's what we have going on. And we're going to have to work on that together. But like this episode was basically to kind of give you guys an introduction and a gist into the life of the different Sims that I will be playing with. So yeah, I just want to like spice and amp things up for you guys and just let you see what is going on in the households and that kind of stuff. So, with that being said, I'm going to end off this episode because it is 28 minutes long and I don't want it to be any longer than that. I think I'm going to have her go ahead and probably just kind of work on something career wise. I think maybe even have her apply to a university because she does want to get a degree so she can get a better job. So I think maybe having her apply to university would be good. She's just come back, and of course Ria is back at home. So she's just like, she's going to look at Ria and she's going to be like, oh, hey, babe, I didn't even realize that you are back. I thought you said you were going to be working late. And she's just like, oh, well, they decided to close down because of the storm. So yeah, I'm back home now. Lies, Ria. Lies. The lies you tell. Anyways, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and end off this episode right here. No, it's a crazy spot to end it off at, but I do want to just, this episode is just going to be a filler episode to get you guys acquainted with the sim. So I want to thank you guys so much for coming by and checking out my channel. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section of the video down below. If you like the videos, if there's anything that you think that I can improve, just let me know. Also, if you made it this far, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Let me know that you like the video, and subscribe if you are not subscribed yet. What are you doing? Join the family. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.